So you get into it, no hand, but stand out. And Ralph, you had to stand out because you now on the man.
Need the money, everything that honest and fit the dub. Everything you the dub. Thing I love, I need it. I put that on everything.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And now it's some of the numbers.
Games, you see the trend, goal percent, and it's how he's playing.
And now the Lake group, LeBron and Davis, the double forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Drummond in at center. And for the Pacers, we've got Brogdon. McDermott is out there with Warren. Then there's at the 5, Rome in the paint. Davis, enter into the earth doors. Some of the wayside, but some may be for real.
And isn't that one of the most exciting aspects of any season, Kevin? You watch a team perhaps outperform expectation with real storylines that develop over the course of a long season. I can't wait.
Here's Brogdon following the basket by LeBron James. Turner dishes to Warren. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. James, the basket on offense.
Staff trusts the right nice role play there.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard gives him an advantage in matchups. Lets him finish over smaller defenders. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard gives him an advantage in matchups. Lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
And he's off with a one-handed jam.
It feels like Malcolm Brogdon, every repetition turns that passing from excellent to elite.
Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him up top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets. Love seeing a point, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much it can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put.
And the Pacers with possession here. And basket by the Lakers. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Los Angeles. This their first chance. This thing the Pacers.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similar. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Brissett's checked in. Jeremy Lamb comes in for T.J. Warren. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. And the Lakes in here.
Let me see that now.
And slam dunk by. Here's Caruso. He had a 12-point outing in their. Here's Horton Tucker. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
About battling through the impact, willing that basketball in.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that one misses. Pacers trail by 4. Sumner passes to McConnell. Count that one.
And those are the kind of nice ins they've gotten here in the first.
Sumner passes to McConnell. Count that one.
And those are the kind of nice ins they've gotten here in the first half.
And it's by.
How about those Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
This.
Yeah, it's good to throw percent.
He knocks down. Yep, so he hits both free throws. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fire. Excellent pace to their offense. Caruso kicks to Harrell. Shoots over Turner. And he overshot that one, missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here, the Pacers making the shot. Offensive rebound. Booker. Outside Matthews. Turner with the steal. And here's Sumner. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, but the defense was ready.
Here's Kuzma. Los Angeles with another miss. Indiana leading. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Sumner. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Outside to end. Gain possession. To end. Gain possession. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time. No score. Pacers in front. They're up by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. A little bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma. Who,
for me, it's super cool just to learn, sit back, watch, but also compete against those guys. That's something that I want to do. So to be around those guys.
Wargamer shoutout. Pasensya na busy, naglalaro eh.
Greg has certainly learned a lot. Efficient at the offense and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
We've got Jeremy Lamb. T.J. McConnell is out there with Turner. And it's Holiday in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana. We've got Jeremy Lamb. T.J. McConnell is out there with Turner. And it's Holiday in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Caruso. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from Kuzma.
A close missed opportunity.
Greg, good to see Lamb back on the floor after his injury. He can still be a productive wing, you think, off the bench for this team.
No doubt about it. More of a for this team. Lamb should be lingering coming off that ACL. His game's diverse enough to get shots anywhere in the half court, and he'll continue to be a productive player for the foreseeable future.
Greg, you and I talk about...
And he'll continue to be a productive player for the foreseeable future.
Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role, and the carry the great for them. Great one and trick you for them. Great one and trick you. Do you have appreciation? I would think for.
Oh, no doubt about it. Are the two guys that stand out in essence to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they get it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert in there as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact.
Young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Now, here's Brogdon. He's coming off a 22-point game against Charlotte. Warren with the ball. He's picked up by James.
Well, you like the effort of T.J. Warren, capitalizing when he's shooting in the painted area.
Lakers trail by 6. They'll get a chance for one more at the line.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. And the Lakers making a change here. Schroeder's checked in.
Often we can say we get to watch a once-in-a-generation talent, but how lucky are we to watch LeBron do his thing?
Now, here's Brogdon. 6 points for him. Feeds to McDermott. Now, LeVert. Back to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good, Brogdon.
There is shot. Doesn't matter if it's a mid-range.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
There is shot. Doesn't matter if it's a mid-range. It looks the same.
Caldwell Pope outside. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Knocked away. Best break now for the Lakers. Brogdon leading the charge. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Schroeder. Drummond trying to get him, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Schroeder's got 6 points.
Well, this is what you must do when you get hit on a field goal attempt, right?
Schroeder's got 6 points.
Well, this is what you must do when you get hit on a field goal attempt, right? Schroeder keeps his concentration. What maturity he's demonstrated these last couple of years.
The Pacers making a switch here. Sumner's checked in.
He's demonstrated these last couple of years.
The Pacers making a switch here. Sumner's checked in. Passes to Sumner. 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get for 3. Brogdon. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They dial they want.
And the Lakers decide.
And T.J. Warren has always been able to aim the 3.
Have never for score. His efficiency. He's leaned a little bit more heavily on the three-point opportunity. For him, to me, it's about staying healthy.
And that one's good. Drummond.
Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he.
Brogdon out. And assist as that. Brogdon's got 3 assists in the game. They get a hand on it. James with it. Now defended by McDermott. Burt. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
That authority from Mr. Caris LeVert. Go ahead, sir.
Schroeder. Left side, Davis. James LeVert tried.
Derives so quick. Incredible.
Timeout called the Pacers. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here are the Pacers. Here's Sumner. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Fouled in the 3-point play.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
For the Lakers.
And the willingness to make the next pass so important.
For the Lakers, it's a 10-point game. Pass. Harrell down low. 10-point game. Pass. Harrell down low. He's still one. Oh, question down. That's right. Duff.
Group.
Now here's question down. That's right. Duff.
Group.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 6. Can't get it to Schroeder. He's got 6. Can't get it to drop. Made 3.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of shots starting to fall.
3 seconds between shot and game clock. Can they get it? It's Schroeder with the drive. And the Lakers with possession here. They trail by 14. Here's Drummond. The rebound. Fast break. Indiana. Here's
Getting it done shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. Board and playing hard.
16 Sports halftime go.
Hello, the Pacers. This quarter was pretty even. Period. And that'll.
Scoreboard begins with different goals for these teams. One side on a comeback, side trying to protect their. Nothing really meant here.
Pass in that first half.
Defense has not been able to counter it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Davis called, and it's Drummond.
See the can just see. Guy is you
has been really impressed with their offensive execution.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
LeBron James always looking for.
Pacers leading by 14. Whistle that. That's foul number 2 for him. About a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Lakers trail by 16. James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one.
If you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about Kemba having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting.
LeVert against Bert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Right now we're seeing more athletes willing to talk about mental challenges, be it depression or anxiety. And you know, Doris, the NBA is no exception. How encouraging do you find that?
Well, I think that whether NBA professional athletes in any sport know it or not, they are looked. And so I think everybody wins in this situation. The players themselves. So, listen, life is not easy. I love this initiative. NBA. So, listen, life is not easy. I love this initiative. NBA. Well, to see him now, it's hard to believe Montrezl Harrell was a second-round pick, but this guy is a. Well, to see him now, it's hard to believe Montrezl Harrell was a second-round pick, but this guy is a passionate NBA player, and he's worked hard to improve his skill set.
Locked in the pass to.
And the actor at all.
Drives in. Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
I don't know how it's possible for a player to keep getting better with age, but as LeBron said, he's like fine wine, baby.
Here's Brogdon. The Lakers with the ball. Holiday's got his first 2 points of the night. LeVert against LeBron. One, and it will go the other way with it. At one point, they. Now the pass to Holiday. Here's Warren.
Exceptional defense from Wes Matthews. This defenders in the game. Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. Matthews, this defenders in the game. Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
LeBron with the drive. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
To the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the Pacers call time here. And as the coach to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game. You're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts.
And that's now 21 points for LeBron. McConnell scanning the floor. Lamb against Harrell. Outside, Lamb. Shot clock at 6. Drills the three-pointer. Lamb's got his second bucket of the night.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him.
James outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
He's made all 3 so far. Free throw drops for James. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And so it's McConnell with the Pacers. 10-point lead.
One easy look to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Making a change here. McDermott's checked in. On the free throw, no good. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's LeBron. Dunk by James.
If you're going to step in front of LeBron James, nature. LeBron James, freak of nature.
1 over the game. Lakers uses the glass to finish the layup.
And remember, Davis showing off the vision there.
Now here's McDermott. He's defended by Harrell. McDermott dishes to Lamb. Davis.
He's got that huge wingspan. Boy, does he use on the defensive end. If Davis is with us, he'll get the ball very crisply here.
Pacers leading by 6. McConnell with it. And Davis sends it back. Caruso to Kuzma. That one drops for him. Kuzma's got his first points of the night.
And solid effort from Kuzma. Long strides come in handy on the fast break.
Continuing to fall as we conclude the quarter. Both teams putting up points. Pacer quarter. Both teams have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with it. So that's the group out there for Indiana. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And so it looks like the Pacers retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Shot is good.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
And here is Drummond.
And getting them up.
And here is Drummond. Shooter passes to Drummond. Left side, Davis. A 3-ball. Here's Caldwell Pope. Elbow, it's Drummond. Here's Kuzma. Ball. Here's Caldwell Pope. Elbow, it's Drummond. Here's Kuzma. And another shot. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Andre Drummond.
It's been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding.
Well,
up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. It's Warren, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. It's Brogdon, and Davis back, and he recovers it. Shot by Brogdon, no good. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for.
How about that display of athletic ability, converting on those difficult shots?
And the Pacers another three.
well, after one in the first half. Well, after one in the first half, that's the second to go down for this guy.
Final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in.
Down for this guy.
Final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. It's the pass to Caldwell Pope, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Caldwell Pope's got his first 3. It's the pass to Caldwell Pope, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Caldwell Pope's got his first 3 points of the game. Time called here. Indiana decides. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk. And now we present our New Balance Malcolm Brogdon.
And the shooting way in the 60s. Show deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as we're trying to as much as possible. Kept his head.
Well, him down 8 just against.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get great.
This is the best guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps. To the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps.
Pass Pope, and they pick up 2. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points for the quarter.
And there you go, a confident score when they.
Caldwell Pope, and here's the fast break. Davis, the feed now to Drummond. It for Drummond.
You get to the basket.
To McDermott, and it's sent back by Drummond. Davis has got the ball.
Dennis Schroeder has proven historically he is unafraid in big time.
Now here's LeVert. Here's LeVert. Looking to end the run. Hits the layup and fake to freeze the D.
That is a.
Now LeBron. There, Davis. Mark. LeVert against Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Jumped.
And that one sends the big.
Hard to in the.
Here's LeVert. Over Caldwell Pope. And that one differential between the and the game clock. And he gets the basket. Officials for one more.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Oh, good, James.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Down by 6.
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. It's an 8-point game. 8 seconds. Holiday, the pass to Brissett. Martin from outside. And so the Lakers take the win. And the win is, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Again, where do you in the rhythm like you were tonight?
All right, David, thank you. And that it up for
take some courage, and I can promise that nothing feel much better than courage, and I can promise that nothing feel much better than hearing my you won't get in the rain or shine, all about my money, don't waste my time.
From the awards winner, you haven't picked the from the awards winner. You haven't picked the is in the NBA store.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen and is getting started. Great stuff. Thanks as always. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Andre Drummond.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Bron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Young are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Portis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so the Los Angeles
Davis's offense has changed. Now much more
has improved, and he can step out to the three.
A shot by offline, and it's Drummond. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They defeated Indiana in their last game. Los Angeles. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder on the road, but they found ways to get their guys up.
And a lot of it is moving without the ball. When you do that, things tend to open up. Their focus next trip.
And that
in the vision.
Holiday surveying the and the shot goes in.
That was a long time.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. That's Davis.
Advantage layup.
And Giannis down.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo may be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Now look at his
typical to that terrific leaping ability.
Past the DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Middleton. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in this game. Loads it up for Davis. An emphatic L. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had favorite players that you played besides and with.
Great call. And there were guys that will Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley would run the wall, and then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater for his skill set.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Justin Jackson comes in. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Drew Holiday.
Oh, man, fantastic. Guys have clean looks.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. And the Bucks making a change here. Donaton's checked in. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And it's sent back by Drummond.
An intimidating big man with physical tools that are hard to come by. Drummond loves to see.
Power figure out no defender in sight.
And Matthews kicks to Drummond. To the middle. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Matthews.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Matthews passes to. Now Kuzma, guarded by Jackson. Again, Los Angeles.
displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game. Here's
Connaughton. Caruso, an opening. Now, Caruso, an opening. Now, here's Kuzma. Defense is right there, and it's 6 points for Andre Drummond.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Side T, they need this.
Really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Seconds left.
Yeah, take it.
His first. That free throw, no good. And he ends up missing both free throws. Outside Teague. Hope gets it off. No good on temp there. Soldier hitting with it. And will process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And welcome back to the second quarter.
They won
they made three difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Montrezl Harrell. Kyle Kuzma is in Tucker. All here, Bucks. A 12-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. Game played away from home for them. And they call an illegal screen here. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, LeBron James.
So much in the modern NBA, and he is more of that straight giving up in the paint.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And for Harrell, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for West. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. Holiday dishes to Middleton. No good there. And the Lakers going the other way now. No good there. And the Lakers going the other way now. This. Out to Schroeder. DiVincenzo against Caldwell-Pope. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Look, he's his own worst enemy right there. I mean, he has time, he has room, and for some reason, he shoots a leaner.
Another shot. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play.
And have they been effective?
LeBron, he's checked for your arena.
And I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow.
You love how fierce James is, a ferocious beast.
Now Middleton picked up win against Dallas. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And this match, now Middleton picked up win against Dallas. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And this matchup, it's their first meeting of the season.
Often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams face.
Who knows? If you want to look all the finals, it's possible teams could see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
He put into that run.
Let's be on a poster.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. DiVincenzo. Caldwell-Pope's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And LeBron James still goes into his mid-30s.
He's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And LeBron James still goes into his mid-30s. The impact of this sport is really immeasurable.
He's one of the most valuable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think of turn it on.
Giannis passes to Portis, and it's sent back by Drummond. Moves back up. Portis can't get it to go.
Playing him tough inside, preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
You gotta love his hustle. Leaving that.
And how about then not right to the rim?
Outside Holiday. To Antetokounmpo over Davis. And again, LA 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Caldwell Pope on the wing, defended by Middleton. Caldwell Pope passes to Dave Towns as the Bucks gain possession. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerge on players likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list. Really the Everlide. Not too shabby of shooters on this list. Really the Everlide in today's game.
Middleton, he's got a place in the three-point contest. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring, you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe be the year something
over is proved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wing, that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Here's what Milwaukee right now. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Jackson comes in for Chris Middleton.
Speed of Teague always keeps defenders backpedaling.
Caruso flying. Penetration to and you points. Finds. There's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is foul of the game. Pat Connaughton checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. We've got Swept Jackson. 5 floats that to Teague on the assist. Teague's got 6 in the quarter.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow for him.
The year has to be accounted for defensively.
It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. We'll be back after the second half momentarily.
It's the
key to play. They launched into a 6-0 run with an impressive effort on both ends of the floor. Thanks for joining.
And as we dive into the second, are any different from the first two? Far it is. Davis in here, guys.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him.
Forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Portis in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And the officials will call the illegal screen.
Meaning you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye in the focus.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
Defensive play, as you'll see, instant reaction to get a hand to the shot. Team looking to get easy ones in transition.
That's about as a high percentage a look as you're going to get. The floor, beautiful.
First trip to the free for him tonight.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Holiday against this shot is good off the back rim and in. 11 points for Anthony Davis.
And hey, him to get comfortable.
Outside Holiday. Passes it to Middleton. Offensive rebound. And to Antetokounmpo. Nice work on the board. Spink got 6 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Schroeder outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And create the contact.
Of the Schroeder hits them both. Bucks trail by 19. Outside Holiday. Bucks trail by 19. Outside Holiday. And here is LeBron. He's a guy delayed by the elbow. Nobody near Davis with the assist. Schroeder's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, with as much defensive attention as AD gets, the passing lanes will be for him, and those are the passes.
Giannis, and it's good for 2. 8 points for him.
They're finding lanes, consistency, 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Looking around, goes out of. Hey, let's switch up. You take a look at Los Angeles. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out.
And guys, for the Lakers, they had a coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
You know, that's the mindset you have to have. Can get to the playoffs. They have the talent to do some real damage.
There's the low, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And if you're looking at the pass, love Giannis. He's pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
And a lot of don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the running numbers.
And called basket.
Start shooter to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Portis. Jackson comes in for Chris Middleton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for so making a change. Matthews is checked in. Lakers leading by 19 points. Kuzma passes to Matthews. 6 to steps back and shoots, and it's good off the back rim and in.
I tell you, he has some impressive.
Good off the back rim and in.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Here's Teague in the
player bite his.
Here's Caruso. Teague covering from about 19 feet. He can't get that one to fall. Pass to Forbes. He feeds it to Tucker. And
even though he lacks some, Tucker's strength makes up for it. He competes inside.
Lakers leading by 17. Kuzma outside. Here's Davis. Who's got for him tonight? Left side Jackson. It's good. The assist points in the game.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Outside, Davis. And there's the pass to Caruso. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up. High post. Los Angeles with another miss. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up. They trail by 14. A nice fall. Here's Caruso over Teague. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the fifth. Back to the action after this word. And let's take this chance now to show State Farm assist to the
unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about this?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And one game that to this point has not been to start the fourth. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forward. Then there's Schroeder.
If you're the defense, what can you do? James is too strong, too focused on these finishes.
So on to Kumbo. A beautiful reverse layup.
Terrific from the field so far this half. I mean, driving his percentage.
Pass to Drummond. Stolen by Jen. Here's Forbes. No, by 11. Throws it down.
Oh, come on. You can't allow James to get positioned down low. Once he does,
Milwaukee has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Giannis drives in. And
he's just been today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time.
And the Lakers.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle that make the biggest difference.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Jackson. Connaughton. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Holiday in for Jeff Teague. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk great. He said, this is where mistakes can kill it. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Well, the watch continues. Every year, every accomplishment goes into the analysis. I mean, LeBron would never be able to escape.
Outside Holiday.
Analysis. I mean, LeBron would never be able to escape.
Outside Holiday. Got it. And the shot is long. Clean.
I love watching Caldwell Pope shoot the ball. Just has such beautiful form on the shot. Beautiful form on the shot.
And a wide reporters. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Los Angeles 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. That's 2 points. Another one at the stripe.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real heckle.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Unable to convert there.
From the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists in the game.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the others lighten the load and step up. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
They're 3 points in it. Second half.
Schroeder with the drive. That time from Portis.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy lay.
And all you got to do is why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the limit teams to 1 shot.
They get the rebound. Outside Pope. Drummond working against Antetokounmpo. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. That shot by Pope, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A 12-point game. Throw on the out.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Out called the Lakers. They're leading by 10. There's 154. Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good from the great players.
I love James off the pass. He knows how to catch the D.
Giannis up top. He's guarded by Davis. To the inside. Taken away by Holiday. The pass to DiVincenzo. He's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win for Los.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And now on the year, this will take to 20.
And with the win approaching, they'll take their up team. Nice to get that first one out of and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game. You know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Everything's a big
outside. The Lakers rebound. Drummond finds Schroeder. Back to LeBron. On the clock. The second chance effort. And then couldn't get the shot off in time. On offense, here are the Bucks. On offense, here are the Bucks. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Here's Caruso.
Howard take the going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to
Howard take the going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team.
Lakers take business here. Lakers take business here like they were the.
How about the mental toughness?
And that's going to do.
Jumped into games and took on our winning the sea over, but we'll still be on the lookout for those men.
Two boys, you to the NBA.
This from earlier on, the Nuggets getting off.
Kevin, thank you.
You're right, Dick. Scary. Thanks for that one. Now that we have a second, quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons. Andre Drummond.
Seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Will Barton is out there with Murray, and it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, Bron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. On Aaron Gordon. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the game. On Aaron Gordon. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
All season from the free throw line.
Well, for those players who were discussed in trade talks, Greg, but weren't dealt at the deadline, it's got to be hard for them to ever, I guess, trust team management.
No doubt about it, but, you know, we have a saying. If you play at the highest levels, you have 2 families. Your first family at home, and your second. The only one you trust is your first family. The second family, it's a relationship, and you have 2 families. Your first family at home, and your second. The only one you trust is your first family. The second family, it's a relationship, and you know what? You could have a third family the following week if you get it. So some guys block out the noise and manage to others. They tend to struggle. They tend to struggle.
It's all played so far. Pass to Jokic. Here's the 3. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Lakers the other way. Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them to get off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
They generated second chance opportunities on one end, preventing them on the other end. That was the story of the game.
Davis throws it down.
To use his size and skill, chance opportunities.
Jokic, back to Murray. Trying to get open, and it's time on the assist by Jokic. Time on the assist by Jokic. Murray's got 7 points.
Just setting the tone with a move.
No square all the time.
Now here's James. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee.
What about the work he did on the boards? His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Murray following the basket by LeBron James. Passes to Millsap. Passes to Millsap. Good D by Drummond. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Jammed down, and he goes there and quarterback a buck with the rebound. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Bucks.
Loose at full speed. All you can do is foul him.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Harrell, he's checked in for Drummond. Kyle Kuzma comes in. Anthony Davis, Wesley Matthews, Russo. He's checked. Monte. In the corner, it's James. To Caruso. Kicks to. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Finding a little that they have to like.
Momentum. This is how they can turn all lead into a big one.
So it's Denver now, following the bucket by the Lakers. And Denver decides to take their first time out here. They're coming off that win.
Offensive execution.
That was the message going in. Be the result.
Here's Rip. The rebound.
To making for the lax coverage that time.
And contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented, clear in this league.
And Gordon drops them both. Lakers leading by 6.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team.
No good from LeBron. The Nuggets have gotten 3 of them here in the first quarter. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for down every time.
James against Gordon. And the LeBron.
Already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
49 seconds left in the first quarter. Morris with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gordon finds Morris. Green inside the three-point line. Kuzma pulls it in. Green inside the three-point line. Kuzma pulls it in.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him. The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Harrell dishes to James. Lakers passing it around. From deep. No good. Shot missing. And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers lead by 6. We've got more NBA basketball coming.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively. Also keep it
on the floor for Denver. Porter. Comes pass to Morris. The Lakers with the rebound.
Just changing the shot can be just as effective as block, even though it's less spectacular.
Here's Rivers.
It's as effective as block, even though it's less spectacular.
Here's Rivers.
Rivers loves to take it up inside.
The kick out to Matthews. To Harrell. Denver grabs the miss. McGee's got rebound tonight. They could use a big shot.
Empty possessions
on the rim in the business.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great, and I've said is you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. Sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma there as well to get these men.
For Tucker, the pass to Schroeder. Tucker. Caldwell Pope. Here's Davis. Davis has got his second hit of the game.
They've been doing down low in the post.
Low.
Paul Millsap looked.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last edge drive. Here's Drummond. Good on the assist by Schroeder. Drummond's got his first basket of the night.
Making there to change it and teammate for an easy basket.
Pass to Barton. Inside. And Millsap it in.
Go into the rack with any
Chalk, he defended.
In a close, everything has to be
he defended.
In a close, everything has to be challenged, and everything had.
Drummond missing.
That's your bread and butter. You can't.
That does go in. Had a chance though to take the. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. As the whistle, 2 free throws.
So tough to keep Davis from getting his points. Now he goes to the line where he's been shooting in that cent range.
The Lakers making a switch here. James is checked in. Gordon in for the Nuggets. Murray with it. He brings up the Denver Nuggets. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. And taking a look at his numbers, he averages about. Now Drummond. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Open look, hits the three-point bomb. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.